Well, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever, whenever you are watching. Uh, Thank you to whoever subscribed lately. Still a very small channel, but growing a little bit, so that's encouraging to see. So I appreciate that. Um, Today is Saturday. Well, it's late into Saturday night as of this recording, so had a just a kind of a day where I kept to myself most of the time. I didn't have to really interact with anybody. I got some work done and it was stuff I was able to do solo. Just some prep work for some lock and door projects and master keying stuff I have to do on Monday. So I like to get ahead of that and prepare so I have less work on Monday. Another one of the nice things about being self-employed, you can kind of structure things and you're not overwhelmed when you come into the office Monday morning and your boss is breathing down your neck. So that's one thing to consider if you're thinking of going the self-employed route. But anyways, this video, since it was kind of a lonely day, I did a little bit of running around and another day of introspection and reflection. And I was thinking about kind of the stuff we indulge in when we feel lonely to kind of cope with what we're feeling. Now, although I think it's great to reward yourself and treat yourself, I have mentioned this in a couple previous videos. If this is your first video, go back and watch a couple of the earlier ones. They're not very long, so I'm sure you could find what I'm looking for. But as far as coping with being alone, you're watching this, you're a bachelor, you're maybe a younger single guy that's hasn't had a girlfriend, you might be a divorced guy that has not found, excuse me, I just had a Domino's pizza today for it's been like 2-3 months, and man, it was actually good. I kind of missed it. Like for like a cheap sort of low quality pizza, it's actually not bad. It kind of hit the spot, but I might have overdone it. Now I'm washing it down with some sparkling ice. I don't know if this is just a Canadian brand, but if you're in the States, let me know if you have this. I was in Vegas last year and I don't remember seeing it, but it's like one of these zero sugar. This one's coconut pineapple. It's pretty refreshing. I recommend it. So coping, I think we need to be careful because that can lead us down an even worse path. We're already feeling lonely and sad and frustrated. And now to escape that, you're going to indulge in some vices. For a lot of you, it's going to be alcohol, weed, porn, and the fourth one that I can think of now, which is what damaged me physically and also mentally and spiritually, and that is indulging in junk food or just food that you enjoy too much. And I can tell you that although now these days I don't suffer as bad from loneliness and lack of love and any of that. I did struggle. Like I'm in my mid 40s now. I'd say the worst time for me was just before I hit 40, like around 38, 39, when 40 was approaching. And I st- and just to be clear, I've never had a serious girlfriend. I've never had like a love in my life that um, was mine and I was hers and we were together. I have kind of a long, complicated story with dating, and I've went down a certain path of sow your wild oats and have fun and be a bachelor and try to play the game. And um, I've had a little bit of success in that, but ultimately I still to this day I haven't gotten what I wanted. And especially when I was in my late 30s, coming up on 40 was scary. And to know that I've had no luck, and all the frustration and effort I put into dating and trying to find somebody, and then coming up short or it just not happening for whatever reason, and not ever meeting the type of woman that I truly wanted to be with. Hitting 40, it was kind of like, is this the end? And for a while I had given up, and I just said, okay, well, I'm just going to find whatever peace and joy I can. And so I had some other things, some other news that was going on at the same time, and maybe I'll talk about that another time. But anyways, I started to, just overindulge in a lot of the snack foods and the carb heavy foods that I really enjoyed. So to kind of, give me some pleasure and to distract my mind from the so-called failures that I had in other areas of my life. Also not achieving my financial goals, kind of, the whole idea of starting a family and doing that. And I felt like a disappointment to my parents because I'd always been kind of a loner, even though I was fairly likable and had other things going for me. I just couldn't get that part of my life together. And, we can examine that on the journey, and maybe you could, if you're in a similar boat, that's why I want to share with you in case you're going through this stuff. And, you could share with me in the comments or whatever, or make a video about this. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. I was embarrassed for a very long time to come forward and actually talk about this stuff. It was always, Denny, where have you found, don't have a girlfriend yet? Or when are you getting married? Do you have any kids? You see somebody you run into you haven't seen in 10 years, and, they've got a family, and you're in the same exact spot you were when you're in college age. Nothing's really changed. And, then you just say, oh, I haven't met the right one, or I'm busy, or whatever. You just make do with whatever excuse you have. And as I said before, it's not that uncommon these days. What I'm going through is not tragic or, something to really be down in the dumps permanently for. I think it's okay once in a while to mope and feel bad and get that out of the way, and then just keep going. You got other things to do and missions to accomplish. And, I have people in my life that do care about me. And it turned out that I was wrong when I assumed they thought I was a failure and were disappointed in me. they actually weren't. Parents' love is unconditional. So remember that. And as far as, yeah, like just coping, yeah, I think you really need to uh, really be busy with stuff is found, I found helped me is just having a lot going on and having a lot of other things you enjoy. Now, I mentioned before I developed a bit of a food addiction to deal with the pain I was feeling. And that ended up just making things worse because not only did I feel bad about my life situation, now I started physically suffering and I was more sluggish and, putting on weight. And it's weird when you get older, when you like, it's different for different people, but if you're consuming too many carbs or too much sugar and too many calories, you start getting like little rashes. And I was getting like rashes on my belly and in other parts too. And I wasn't drinking enough water. I was just doing stupid shit. And it was funny because I never turned to alcohol or drugs for this stuff. It was just food. I for whatever reason, I just didn't feel the need or the urge to drink my sorrows away. I don't really like being too drunk or hungover, so maybe that was it. But I did enjoy food. Like I'd eat big, make big plates of nachos, or I'd eat potato chips and pretzels, and I don't know what else. Just like those like stupid noodles things. They're just like full of sodium and carbs. I was just overindulging in that. So yeah, that wasn't good. And whatever your situation is, there's better ways to deal with it. If you at least look after yourself, look after your body, it's one less thing you have to worry about, and you will be more desirable and give yourself more of a fighting chance out there in other situations, whether it's dating or getting your career in a better spot or just feeling better in general. So yeah, I mean, it's okay to feel sad and disappointed in yourself and maybe see what you could have done better. I know I have a lot of regrets, like thinking in the past things I should have done or said, or was I being lazy, or was I just scared? Was it my fault that I was scared? Was it my fault that I developed the way I did? Is my personality just not, was it not conducive? Was I too shy? Was I too this and that? Just so many questions of why, the love life never worked out. And it's just something I think about all the time. But I also have gotten better at just marching on forward and trying to appreciate what I have in life. And, I'm still, at the end of the day, I've been told I'm not a bad looking guy. I happen to be tall, 6'3". It supposedly helps. I wouldn't want to change that for anything. So I'll count my blessings, and I've started to sort of try and reach out, although I don't think I'm ready yet for a relationship with God or Christ yet. I do believe they are calling on me. It's just a matter of time when I am ready. And I am a believer, but I'm not an overly religious person, and I don't push religion on people, and I don't have a problem if you're of a different religion or if you're atheist. I just judge by how people treat me, as well as in my last video I may have mentioned race and people that don't look like me, but I don't judge people by their skin color. I judge them only on how they treat me. So yeah, that's something I also wanted to get out of the way. So yeah, if you're coping and you're using crutches like alcohol, food, all that, just keep in mind that I know it's hard and what you're feeling, because I've done it and I've tried to control myself in the past and unsuccessfully, and it took a while. But looking after yourself is a theme now that's been in my first few videos. It is the most important thing you could do. You know what the right thing to do is. You know what foods you should be eating. You should be exercising. You should be walking with your head held high. You should improve yourself to the best of your power, and just get out there and see what happens. If it doesn't happen, you can hold your head high, keep moving through the world, and people will appreciate you. And I've had some people that have appreciated me, and in the past I wasn't grateful for that. I was a bit more selfish because I wanted certain things in life, and maybe I didn't deserve them. So now I'm fighting different battles to try to get ahead, and I'm doing this little video journey here, which has been fun so far and also challenging. It's hard to get people to even find you and watch you. So for the very few people that have been watching, thanks again. I will keep going. It's difficult to, make this such a strong priority, YouTube that is, because I do have a business now, and I am proud of what I was able to do. To actually just be working for myself and not a boss is something I'm proud of. So I need to focus on that first and foremost. And then this YouTube thing is a bit of a hobby, but I do want to give it my best effort and get better for sure. And especially with talking and articulating ideas, because I think I spent so many years formulating these thoughts, and since I've always been kind of alone and haven't really expressed these things verbally, it makes it even more challenging, like, to do these videos. If I was like some teacher of self-development, or if I gave lectures, or if I talked to my friends candidly about this, like in a longer form thing, and I already had the practice, these videos would be easy. But this is all stuff that's just been in my head that I've never verbalized before. I've never spoken. They've just sat in my head. So it's kind of crazy that I'm speaking this, and it looks like there's hundreds of people so far listening. Maybe there'll be thousands soon, who knows? But yeah, I think that's about it as far as coping with loneliness. It does suck. It almost sucks when you're younger too. Like, now that I'm older, it's not that bad. I feel blue once in a while, feel a bit down, but that's about it. In the past it was harder. So if you're going through that, if you're in your maybe 30s and experiencing the same thing, I'll just know that it gets better, and I do feel you, because it really brings up, it's an emotional topic for me to relive what I was experiencing a few years ago, the very hard emotions, especially when you feel like you've let your family down. So I will leave it at that. That is delicious. It's crazy. It matches my shirt too. So thank you once again, fellas, ladies, if you're listening. I hope you are. I love you too. I know it's more for the single bachelor guys, but of course everyone and anyone is welcome to watch my videos and comment. Tell me what you agree with, what you don't. Don't be afraid. I can handle whatever criticism. Just lay it on me. No censorship. Just I give it to you straight. You give it straight back, and we'll go from there. All right. Enjoy your Sunday. God bless you. Take care of yourselves and each other. That's what Jerry Springer used to say. Peace.